Welcome back to MTG Spec. We're doing things. The last box opening was not a dumpster fire. Opened a collector box that had 0 fetch lands, which is kind of amazing since there are 4 slots in each pack where a fetch land could exist, as I understand it. So we're going to go back to ye old set boosters. We're going to see how we do. And I'm going to be the soul of brevity because this camera likes to quit on me, as you may know from prior viewings. All right. All right, we're starting off with a double Dakkon pack. Got the sketch art, which is pretty cool looking. I like how that looks with the Planeswalker. And the cool little art card. That is interesting. And Asmo, or Asmore if you're her mom. That actually does a little bit on eBay. It's not too bad. Not too bad on the price there. Yeah. Oh, another pretty art card. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I went to Joe Fest in Augusta, Georgia with a friend, and it was absolutely no magic to be found anywhere. They had all kinds of toys and, you know, ostensibly just G.I. Joe stuff, but they had like probably even more Star Wars, and Sergeant Slaughter was there. I mean, it was pretty epic, but yeah, no magic to be found. That's some pretty little bottle gnomes. Bloop. My friend Allison at work collects slowpokes, and even though there's a table that was just Pokemon, there were no slowpokes. So that's my spec for today. Is if you can find a slowpoke, you hold on to that like it's gold. All right, we have our first fetch land. So already, Verdant Catacombs, and this. Oh, that's really strange. Okay, why is it a triple rare? Well, it's collector boosters. Crazy things happen. Beautiful Rebecca Gay art. That's a pretty wild pack. But yeah, nice triple rare pack with a fetch land. Feels like a quadruple rare pack. All right. This is probably the top selling uncommon, this Dragon's Rage Channeler. Goes for $1 or $2. It's not too bad. Okay, wow. That's pretty wild. So we got another triple rare pack. An Inevitable Betrayal with the Retro Frame, Thought Monitor, and Cabal Copper's Extended Frame. Well, that's pretty wild. It's our first mythic, and it's a very good one. And, wow, unbelievable. All right, we got Oloro, Ageless Ascetic, mythic rare in the list area. That is why I chose to do a set booster box instead of a draft booster box. Just that sort of eventuality. That's amazing. Oh, that's super cute. Gilder Baron. Somebody called him the goodest boy on the internet. Is that his nickname? Wow. Okay. Scalding Tarn, fetch number 2. Wow, that did not take long to get to number 2. Very good. This box is already paying for itself, or close to. These packs are, I keep forgetting how much these packs go for. Nice Seb McKinnon art there, the Svelian Rising Tide or something like that. Boop, 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 boop. Another mythic. All right. What's that character's name? Svelian of Sea and Sky. Okay, we got a signed art card. Signed by Ilz Gort. Sounds like one of the terrorists from Die Hard, but we'll take it. Chitter Spitter, continuing the squirrel theme, which I do enjoy, I have to admit. I like the squirrel theme in this. Okay, well, we got another triple rare pack with an unmarked gray foil. That's pretty spicy. Oh, looks like another list card. I wasn't even paying attention before. All right, so list card number 2 looks like. Are we going to beat a mythic? I doubt it. But all right, well, 2 rares, 3 rares. What's the list one? And an oubliette. Interesting. Oubliette, also a keyword in one of the upcoming dungeons from Forgotten Realms. There's a dungeon where the second stage is you go into an oubliette. I don't know if you've seen those cards, but a lot of creatures say venture into a dungeon, and they're just these. I guess they're just objects you put into play from out of play, but they're like little maps that you go into, and each one, basically each level has some kind of cool. Well, they're sort of like sagas, I guess, where the first few things are kind of wreck you, and then you get a little reward at the end. Esper Sentinel, very good 1-drop, pretty expensive card last I checked. And Jubilant Mascot is our list card from Battlebond. I kind of actually forgot about the list cards when I chose to do the set box. Mainly, I just wanted more statistical chances at fetchlands. And speaking of statistical chances, what are the statistical chances of getting a sign and an unsign of the same card? That's kind of cool. Academy Manufactor and Garth One Eye. Wow. All right, another mythic. The guy that spits out Black Lotuses and Shivan Dragons like it's nothing. I imagine he'll age well. If for nothing else, then the novelty factor is there. Okay, Chef's Kiss and Gaia's Will. Got a double rare. Holy smokes. Chatterfang Mythic Rare Foil. We are doing all kinds of squirrely business in this video. It's a nice Mythic number 5, counting the list card. Oh, another list card. You know what? Let's skip right to the list card. What is this guy? Lashweed Lurker from Eldritch Moon. That's crazy. They are pretty weird, those list cards. Holy smokes. Arid Mesa. Alright, Fetchy number 3. That's what I'm talking about. This is pretty exciting, guys. This feels like a baptism of water after the baptism of fire that was the collector box opening. Because as nice as getting a foil retro frame Urza was, it did not was not enough of a rebate to pay for the box. Which isn't that a messed up thing to think about, and yet that is sort of how I look at Modern Horizons 2. I was willing to let this whole set pass me by. Mythic 5 or 6, depending on how you're counting. Yeah, I was like, you know, I like Modern Horizons 1, but I don't really want to necessarily dive into another one, especially now. I got saved for stupid things like the MetaZoo thing that Creepy Rudy's offering and things like that. I love that little dude, little axolotl. He's cute. But I noticed that the prices were like so close to the box prices for singles that it just, there's no reason not to, really. As long as you have a eBay machine set up in your house, which I do, called me, All right, Cradle Guard. Okay, Mark Zug, Trample Echo, Treefolk. It's an interesting little Urza Saga list card. More delicious food. All right. Okay, interesting retro frame glimpse of tomorrow. Sorry, I'm not really looking at my camera as I'm opening these. I'm terribly sorry if these things are off centered. Phyrexian Tyranny. I've never even seen this card. It's nice Kev Walker art. Kev Walker, who recently actually drew a comic book, Dr. Aphra. Oh, that's cool. She's pretty. Oh, that's the regular art. I think I have the other art card. It's neat. Oh no, is this... Would you take this chick to Panera with the tentacles? I know Creepy Rudy would. Okay, well, foil squirrels. Moving along. It's pretty art. The more I see of this upcoming Forgotten Realms set, it looks pretty good. I think they're having fun with it. They've had a couple decades to kind of mold over, and I like the the dungeon. You know, the fact there are dungeons. Presumably they're dragons as well. But the way they did the dungeons seems sufficiently clever to work. Wow, I forgot he was even in the set. Imperial Recruiter for Mythic number, God knows, that doesn't even go there. You can stop screaming at me in your brains, like, you know where to put Mythics. All right, there it goes there. That's cool. More Kev Walker art. I like Kev Walker. It's good stuff. Okay. My Mythics are just a mess. Garth, is this your doing? Okay. So I think we're doing pretty good. The prices seem to be settling down a little bit in this product. But the fetches are still going for a fair bit, you know, probably like 10 to 20 depending on what they are. Possibly a little more or less, but that just seems to be the gist of it. I'm not doing too bad. The fact that they're a regular rare just kind of makes this product irresistible at the moment. You know, the fact that the box prices are, you know, fairly stable. I mean, at least where I'm getting them. Solitude, all right, another mythic. All the dudes like Grief, Solitude, those guys are all doing okay. They are not too bad. Captured by Lagax is our foil in that. Not as much fun to say as Saddleback Lagak. You know what? We're going right at the list cards. I've had enough of this tomfoolery. Skred from Cold Snap. Great. I know it's petty of me, but when they do sets like Cold Snap or Cold Helm, I kind of don't even want to see red cards. Just, oh, they're too fiery. Just have like black and blue. Just evil, cold, icy cards. Maybe a little white for the snow. That's it. They never really did a set like that. There's Grief, Speak of the Devil. But they never really did a set like that where, you know, like they could do a set where it's just... I even remember there's a rumor back when, I think it was like Apocalypse came out, or Torment. One of the rumors going around was like, oh, it's going to be a set of just black cards. Like, how weird would it be if they did that? And they could do, you know, they could do hybrid mana where, you know, you could still play other colors. You know, each card could have some sort of hybrid mana cost or something, or alternate cost. But that'd be kind of interesting theme. Like, you know, if they ever do a storyline to the point where the Phyrexians just straight up win, and like every card is black and artifact. Although they do have, I guess, Phyrexians of every color, but for me, black is still, in Magic terms, the color of evil, and I don't I don't like them doing Eldrazi that are white, or, you know, Phyrexians that are white. That just seem, oh, but white isn't just evil. It's also the color of order and stability. Who gives a shit? You know, when I first started playing Magic in like 93, I would spend hours staring into the black frame at the cool little swamp bubbles and just just daydream about, like, why is this Drudge Skeleton so evil, like, compared to every other card that's black? Like, what makes them all so evil? And I don't know, just your mind would wander. I guess that was the one player game of Magic. Actually, I'm gonna put that in my Olivia deck. It's a little bit more tricked out than the non-foil version of that. But, like, you know, your mind would just wander, and you just think about stuff like, I wonder if they'll ever find a way to print a 0-cost 1/1 creature. Soul Catcher's Airy, all right. Or list goodness. Like, if somebody had shown me Memnite, the 0/0, or the 0-cost 1/1 artifact creature with no drawbacks as a kid, my damn brain would have exploded. Even Dryad Arbor, the little forest creature, I would have been like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. The early days of Magic, like, you know, all these things have kind of been done now, or even done to death. You know, you still had, like, all this unexplored design space where, you know, like, you know, a lot of kids would, like, make up their own cards, like, you know, I think I made up one called, like, Repentant Vampire that was like oh boy, here we go, another Dakkon. Wow. Whereas, like, it's like a black card, but it has, like, a white activated cost. And I get a lot of this Chatterstorm in foil. And then like, they did a Mummy card like that, and I was like, yeah, black card with a white activated cost. That's wild. Even stuff like simple stuff like hybrid mana, like, just like that actually just seeing hybrid mana got me back into Magic, because it was such a cool concept that just clicked. Like, damn, there's just certain things about the game that, you know, depending on when you discover it in life, like, there are really things that just get you wondering. Nowadays, you know, as an adult, the things that get me wondering is, like, are they ever gonna stop being creeps, you know, and just make a game that's good and stop trying to run people's lives? That's cool. Like, you know, how long can I morally support a company like this? You know, what can I invest in now? Like, now, I never as a kid thought of Magic as an investable. I would open packs and build decks on a carpet and figure that was good enough. You know, hey, I'm on the floor, but at least I'm on a carpeted floor. You know, I'm not crazy. I'm not building decks on the bricks or, like, hardwood. Crab dance. Do 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 do. So I didn't really take. Oh God, I'm telling you, man, this dude's stalking me. He's reading my mind. All right, last pack. Let's take a look at what we got here. Been rambling. Forgive me for babbling. Out of time. Well, we are out of time. Or are we out of rares as well? We are. Arcus Acolyte foil. That's about it. Well, we got 3 fetchies. We got a goodly amount of rebates. I mean, mythics. I'm probably going to put almost all this stuff on eBay tonight. I do kind of need a Misty Rainforest, but these others are just straight up rebate cards. But I got some goodies in here I'll be keeping. Foil Gilder Baron, everyone. All right, everybody have a good night. I will catch y'all at the next video. Das Vidania, y'all.